Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the second week of August 2025. Keep in mind, Capricorn, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can check out my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. As I've always said, please feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say it's you, it could be your person, and vice versa. Same goes to you, cross-watcher. All right, first energy out, we've got unappreciated. This person may have made you feel unappreciated, or they felt unappreciated, so they moved on to a new chapter. I usually read this as your person, and maybe decided to recommit or commit to somebody else. And this was destined to happen, but there's some sort of unfinished business here because they're reminiscing about something. There may have been a value system, or maybe they got committed with somebody who has a value system difference from them. And so now they're in their head daydreaming about you. This has to do with detachment. Somebody felt unappreciated, so they moved on to a new chapter. And it looks like there was some sort of unfinished. So this is what it is. Somebody moved on to a new chapter is what it looks like. There's some sort of unfinished business, though, with something that's from the past. With the reminiscing card, I always see this as the equivalent of the Six of Cups. There's something unfinished, and it looks like right now, this new commitment that somebody has gotten themselves involved with, they're finding themselves to have a value system difference. So this was destined to come into somebody's life in order for them to come to terms with something here. And we're going to find out more as we continue through this, but it looks like somebody's daydreaming and about coming towards you, possibly with this unfinished business card, but there is a detachment that looks like needs to be taking place first. Can we get the next layer out for Capricorn? We've got investment, ups and downs. Ooh, okay. Direction. I see. I don't know if you're going for this. People skills. Locked. Oh, I see what's going on. Guidance. Expression. Opportunity, and the overall arching theme is long term. Here's what I've got, okay? You invested in a connection here with this person where you felt like there was like a roller coaster here, where there were a lot of ups and downs. You were dealing with a very unpredictable and very often emotionally derailed type of situation here. And as a result of being in this energy, well, what this actually does to us when we're in this energy is that it puts us on a certain vibration. Vibration is the third principle of natural law. And of course, the sixth principle of natural law is cause and effect. And so when we get ourselves into this vibration where we're low, it keeps our blessings that are in the ethers locked. So there's something about switching direction here and following divine guidance, and could be guidance from somebody who is actually communicating with you. But whatever this is, there was something that inspired you to shift direction and make connections, or even develop new types of social skills, or you may have developed new social alliances here, which provided you with new opportunities for long-term stability and commitment here. Can we get the next layer for Capricorn? We've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. We've got the Two of Wands. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Wands in reverse. And the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's something about either a lack of clarity or a full-blown lie. The Ace of Swords in reverse could have something to do with somebody being untrustworthy here. And I was already getting that when I was, especially when I'm putting out the tarot portion of the spread, I'm trying to understand the energies as they're amalgamating together. And as I was watching each energy come out and we got to this Nine of Swords, I thought Capricorn does not trust whoever this is based on all these other energies. So here's what I've got, okay? There's this energy of trying to persevere through a connection where it almost feels like you have to continuously be submitting to somebody who we saw ups and downs. So it's like you're submitting to this energy that is very difficult to deal with here. But you've tried to persevere through this. And it looks like somebody moved into a new direction and started a commitment with somebody else is what I had seen. But it also looks to me like they did this quite impulsively. And it looks like this has caused a certain level of anxiety in you because it looks like whoever this is potentially coming, or this person may be feeling regretful for what they did. That's what it is. Okay, sometimes it takes me a second. This person is feeling regretful for doing what they did, okay? If this is somebody who you were connected to and they moved on to somebody else and they got themselves in a commitment, whoever this is showing up as completely unstable. So they got themselves potentially into a codependency where it looks like the two, and if they're not in that state quite yet, Capricorn, it looks like that's exactly where they're headed, into a codependency. And so I was getting that there's a risk that whoever this is going to try and come in at some point and start developing a romance with you again. Or they may this could be spirit just giving you peace of mind to know that this is a person who does this to people. This could be just somebody who does this to people. And sometimes it just feels good to know that it's not us, you know? It wasn't you, Capricorn. You're not the reason why this person misbehaved. This person is just misbehaved, and they're doing the same thing with this other person that they did with you. They're going to try and romance somebody else because they are completely non-committal, is what I'm seeing with that King of Pentacles in reverse. But the King of Wands in reverse is somebody who I with the energies that I'm looking at, I'm seeing somebody who has fidelity issues here. And so but for some of you, this could be somebody coming back in towards you when they're already connected to somebody else. We've got Compass. We've got main person, masculine. We've got Key. Birds. That shows up on people skills too. Imprisonment. Okay. Choice. Home. Family room. The overall arching theme is high honor. All right, so this person switched direction. This is the second time this person switched direction, and it looks like they got themselves caught up in a codependency where they feel trapped now. We're seeing main person showing up as masculine. Who it could just be spirit letting us know that it may be the masculine involved in the situation that is feeling this way. But let's not get too hung up on the genders. This is a general reading. So it does look like being in this situation, this person feels like they have to make a choice. And the choice is to go to where it is that they feel the most at home. This could have something to do also, though, with familiarity. And whoever this is may be starting to understand something differently. Starting to understand something differently that's going to help open new opportunities for them. It does look like whoever this is may be wanting to uphold a standard of high honor right now, because with the people skills and the birds showing up together, this could have something to do with reputation. Or this could be you. Like, this person may be holding you in high honor, and this person may be maybe this person sees you as somebody who you may have a family with, whoever this is. And this person may decide they want to be with you and actually reestablish that with you. Whoever this is showing up as potentially holding you in high honor, or they're very attached to their reputation and they want to be held in high honor by others, which is a huge red flag, by the way, if that's what you're dealing with, because this is somebody who will never, ever, ever put you before their reputation. Their reputation always comes first, and everybody outside of your household will be treated better than you are. And they will always have you hoping and wishing that you can be treated the same way, and you never will be. All right, let's get your last layer out. Last layer. We've got Between Worlds. Time for a nap. Somebody's still not clear on something. Mending. Thinker. Truth be told. They're between worlds, between being asleep and awake. Go the distance. This could be you too. No place like home shows up on the house and home card. And blessed. And the overall arching theme is imagine. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say that for a lot of you, we see the Imagine card and the Ace of Swords in reverse showing up on each side of the High Honor card. So I'm getting here very strongly here that we're dealing with somebody who's delusional. Somebody's delusional about something. Now, it could be some sort of delusion that they are trying to portray. They're trying to... Here's the thing, is that when you're dealing with somebody who feels like they are trying to uphold their reputation in some way with other people, if that's the energy that you're dealing with, this is somebody who genuinely believes that they are who they're pretending to be. For some reason, the way that they act behind closed doors, that falls by the wayside. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how they act behind closed doors, because they feel like the feedback that they're getting from their outer reality outside of those closed doors is enough to support this fake persona that they are living in. Okay, and that's not everybody's message here. I'm just making sure I say it because I'm seeing it. Somebody here who's delusional about themselves and their reputation and trying to be upheld in some sort of high honor way. I'm also getting here, though, that this person is also not in touch with how they truly feel about long-term committed relationships, and how it seems like if they've detached, because that's what I was getting. Like, there's this person showed up as the King of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. Whoever this is showing up with very questionable energy. And It looks like they may have gotten themselves involved in another commitment only to want to detach from it again, because whoever this is not coming to terms with who they really are. Okay, it's almost like they feel like passion, that chemistry that lights the brain up like a pinball machine is real love, and I get it. I've been there. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way, but it's not real love. And then when that dies down and goes away, it's like, is there anything there? We're going to actually try and get into a commitment when this is all that's here, and we do it. I feel like it's a common thing. So it does look like somebody's in between worlds right now. It has to do with shifting a direction here. Here's what I've got, okay? This could be you, Capricorn. You may be in between worlds, or this may have been in the past, or it could be in the future. Everybody's on different timelines. But whatever this being in between worlds, it's obviously going from something that's dark and dreary to something that's more vibrant and colorful, something about awakening to something here by shifting directions. Now, it has something to do with what it is that you're choosing to invest in. And it doesn't necessarily mean material investment. It could be emotional investment, psychological investment. You're investing into connections where it's almost like whoever this is not respecting your boundaries and making you feel unappreciated. And so you've been sleeping through, or they could have been sleeping through. We've got main person. That's what it is. I'm reading it as your person, okay? Somebody here, this person is not coming to terms with how they're treating their partners. So it's almost like it's one of those things where I just heard reactive abuse, which I don't like that term, but it's a real term in psychology, where this is somebody who will do or say something to trigger a reaction out of their partner, and then they somehow manage to flip the script and make it look like the reaction that they got from their partner is basically the person who reacted is the person who committed the crime, right? Is how they play it. But that's not what's actually happening here. Spirit is acknowledging right now that this person is completely unawakened. They're completely unawakened. Imagination, Ace of Swords in reverse. This person is not awakened to something about themselves. They think they're a high honored person, about what it is that causes them to shift into a new direction. But really, they're moving towards new chapters, but they still haven't dealt with this part of their personality that creates these feelings of ups and downs, these roller coasters of emotions. So the truth is supposed to be told. So here's what I've got, okay? This person may have gone through tower after tower after tower, and they're still not learning. The truth is supposed to be coming out to them when they get themselves caught up in these relationships where they feel trapped and they're trying to persevere through them. This person gets themselves into relationships, and then into new relationships, and then they look back on their other relationship. This is common. I'm noticing this. This is a common theme that comes out with a lot of people. Especially now that I'm doing these readings for personals and stuff, I'm starting to realize, and they're resonating with people. People are getting themselves into these new relationships, and then once the passion and chemistry starts to die down in the new relationship, they start to reflect back on the old relationship and start feeling like there's been some sort of unfinished business here. We've got go the distance. This person is going to try and distance themselves from this other person and make a choice. They may be coming in quite impulsively because they're reminiscing. It's showing up. Whoever this is feels like there's unfinished business. They're reminiscing. They may be following some sort of either divine guidance or guidance from somebody else, because there's something about their home. So this could For some of you, this could be somebody who you've been disconnected from for some time, and you actually may have had a family and a home life with whoever this is, but whoever this is starting to see you, Capricorn, as being so you, I mean, your court card is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing and caring energy and protective. Somebody who they feel was very safe and protective of them. So this person, this person is afraid to come in and express themselves, but what I'm getting here is that your value systems with this person may have actually been more in alignment with each other, but this person is still not awakened to something about themselves, so beware, right? You know this. You know this about them. If this resonates, obviously. So yeah, they want to come in and mend something with you because they're starting to realize something. The problem is that they are in a codependency and they'd have to switch direction because they are. So again, this person is doing the exact same thing they've always done. They're going to potentially try and shift direction from this commitment and potentially get themselves involved in a new commitment. This is insane. They're not learning. All right, so now they whoever this is in their head. You might be dealing with an air sign or a Virgo, and they're in their head. It's for some of you, this has something to do with a reputation thing. So whoever this is may have destroyed their reputation with you and the people who you guys knew together. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand where this could be coming from. And obviously I'm going to give you the different scenarios that come to me from spirit. Yeah, this person, okay, so whoever this is does want to come in and romance you. They see you as their destiny. I'm getting that very strongly, that whoever this is attached to a reputation thing. Somehow they're afraid of gossip or something, and I don't know if it's because of this, what they're doing in this current connection, but for some of you, whoever this is may actually have to travel to come see you if they want to see you. But it does look like it would be this person's ultimate wish to reestablish something with you. You may have a family with this person, or they just see you as family. I'm getting this really warm, comforting feeling that this person is getting from you, Capricorn. They're still in this King of Wands in reverse energy, and they're coming in as an opportunist. Just be aware. Imagine daydreaming. This person is not living in reality. Whoever this is somebody who lives in their head, thinking, daydreaming. Imagine this person is, you, like I said, you might be dealing with an air sign. An air sign, or like Virgo, is also ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of mind and intellect. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be. I'm just, I'm seeing a lot of somebody who's very, very delusional is what I'm seeing here, and maybe very convincing. I mean, it looks like they have this high honor reputation, but it doesn't look like they really follow their own standards behind closed doors. Apparently, those get to go out the window when they're behind closed doors. So Capricorn, that is your layered spread reading for the second week of August 2025. I'm going to put something else out for you tomorrow. It might be related to this, so to be continued. If you decide if this resonated and maybe want to check that out. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.